you expect that it's going to be a great basketball game first and foremost, and for us going to Knoxville and playing such a talented team and on such a special night, there's going to be a lot of energy, there's going to be a lot of emotion, going to be a lot of people, and that's exciting, and we've got to feed off that excitement. But more than anything, we've got to go in there with a lot of confidence about our preparation, with a little bit of momentum hopefully over the past week that we've had, but just absolute certainty about what we have to do to win, how we have to play, how hard we have to play, respect for how good they are and how well coached they are, but making what Florida does more important than what Tennessee's going to try to do.
What's something about a Pat Summitt coach team that's been different than any of the other teams you've faced in your coaching career?
Well, they usually have better players than everybody every year, and that's primarily one of the things that is overwhelming from the beginning, and that's a credit to them and their staff and how hard they work and what a great job they do in recruiting and just the tradition that they've built since the beginning. For all as a basketball player and coach that I know, it seems like it's since the beginning, and so you've got a tremendous amount of talents to overcome right from the get-go. And then you've got, when you look at their bench and the experience of assistant coaches like Mickey DeMoss and Holly Werlick, who've been at the same program winning championships year after year. There's just a ridiculous amount of experience on being successful and how to win ball games that you just don't have no matter who else it is that you're playing, except maybe in Connecticut. There's that phenomenon does not exist anywhere else. And so there's a lot of things from that standpoint that you have to get over before you even walk in the gym. And, I think especially as a player, it's maybe more important that hey, they're a basketball team like us. Yes, they've got great players. They've got the best coach in the history of ever is how I always describe her. And, and probably the best assistant coaches as well. But at the same time, there's a basketball team over there. There's a basketball team over here. We both got strategies. We got to make ours more important.
One of those talented players that you were talking about, Glory Johnson, she and Jennifer George, two of the SEC's leading rebounders. What do you see from an individual matchup between those two? How do you see that panning out?
Man, I think that's going to be a great battle. Glory every year is either the best player in our conference or top 3 player in our conference, and the impact that she has as a rebounder is just a giant part of that. She's such a phenomenal athlete. She works really hard in the paint. She really doesn't try to do anything outside of what she's best at, and she is one of the best that Jennifer will ever play against as a rebounder. And she's also one of those type of athletes that on every possession, if you're trying to jump with her, you're not going to win a lot of those battles. You've got to box her out. You've got to be the initiator of contact. If it's her, then you're already a step behind. But super talented, and I think that's going to be a great matchup.